What's up? You're listening to Trish Stratus, WWE Hall of Famer, and you're listening to Vibe 105. Keep listening because Stratisfaction is guaranteed.
This is VIBEtalks, exclusively on Vibe 105.
Hey everybody, this is Giancarlo, Aulino, and Aaron Zaretsky reporting for Vibe 105 with a VIBEtalks segment where we're happy to be joined by our guest today, making her return here to the Vibe 105 airwaves. She is a judge on Canada's Got Talent. She's a WWE Hall of Famer. She's Trish Stratus. Trish, welcome back to Vibe 105.
Thanks for having me back, guys.
And Trish, this is an exciting time. Canada's Got Talent. It's a new season. So how excited are you to be back? And I guess from last season, did it raise the bar for what you're expecting for your Golden Buzzer this year?
Absolutely. I mean, our season one winner, Janique, she's now got a record deal. She's got worldwide acclaim. People know her everywhere. She was on AGT recently too. I think people saw the talent that came out. I think that also just people are recognizing that this is, oh my gosh, like it's a thing, right? Like we're in my home country of Canada. I can actually do something and I can present my talent to not only the country, but to the world, right? As being a worldwide platform. So we definitely saw that. We saw like the contestants with 35% more. We had like over 400 contestants across our stage. So the auditions were insane. And, you kind of like, we were getting blown away like by each audition, but it was just like, I'm like, how much better can we keep getting? But like Canada brought it in like, and there was also, not only was it that they were so good, there was like stuff we had never seen before, right? There was categories that you can't even, there's the singers and the dancers and the acrobats and the magicians. And then there's stuff I'm like, so what do? You make noise, you're a noisemaker. What does that mean? Category, like stuff that's so unique and original. And I love that our stage, that Canada's Got Talent, this show has the ability to, give them a place to do this, to do that unique talent that they have. And there's a place for them and it's on our stage. So it's pretty cool.
And last season, Canada's Got Talent, it averaged more than 1.3 million viewers every week. What can be expected for this season?
Well, we were the most viewed show in over a decade for CGTV. So what can be expected this year? I don't know, more viewers, more eyeballs, and more fantastic acts. Like I said, as the bar has been raised, we saw it come through. The talent you'll see is just, not only just the different categories, but, the judge camaraderie between us, like, is just next level. It's super fun to watch us all engaged because I feel like a little bit like, the judges, I think, we all have different tastes, different flavors. Something might resonate with me and it might not resonate with Howie or with Lily. And I think when, the audience members are at home, and this is the unique thing, is mom feels one way, dad feels another way, the brother feels, it kind of is reflective of what people at home are feeling. And so it's kind of like we are the representation of that. And it's really cool. I mean, season 2, I'm so proud of it as a Canadian, knowing that like we were able to like blow Canada away. And so we're going to do it again this season. And I'm telling you, the tagline is prepare to be amazed. And so not to sound cliche, but seriously prepare to be amazed.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing season 2 of Canada's Got Talent. This is Aaron Zaretsky and Giancarlo Aulino here with Trish Stratus on Vibe 105. Trish, so at WrestleMania 39, you'll be teaming up with Becky Lynch and your bestie Lita, going against Damage Control, who are Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Do you have a message you'd like to give them?
Yeah, we're from the Attitude Era, bitches. I say that on the show. It's I love that, like, this, the unique thing about this match is you have this generational thing happening, right? So you have the past, present, and the future represented, right? You have Lita and Nia from the past, you have Becky and Bailey from the present, and you have the future in Dakota and Io. So I think that dynamic is so interesting to see the different styles, to see Becky and Bailey, like, to get in the ring, to be alongside with us or against us, knowing that we are the ones to inspire them to even step in the ring is very cool. And how will that play out? So I think it's going to make for a really interesting match. And I think people are digging it. I think people are interested in seeing, there's always that nostalgic thing, right? The comebacks are always fun to watch around WrestleMania season. So it's been fun. It's an honor for me to do this with my bestie, like for us to come back this many years later And, you know, we've been in 23 years. We've been here now. Like I just had my anniversary, my 23rd anniversary that I've been in the business. And to be able to like do it together, to have a WrestleMania moment together is so much fun. We're traveling together. We're enjoying it. We're taking in the moment. We're passing the torch together, whatever it is, right? We're doing it together. And it's really fun to do that with Lita.
And also, even on that note, Trish, because it's also another anniversary, 21 years ago at WrestleMania 18. No big deal. You just co-main evented WrestleMania, top billing over Hulk Hogan and The Rock, first time out there. So if that Trish Stratus, who was going into that first WrestleMania, were to go into a room in catering and see the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus walk in and ask for advice, what would you give to your younger self?
Oh, man. Just enjoy the moments, right? Sometimes in this business, it moves so fast and it's really a frenetic pace, right? There's like, you're famous and you're going at this pace and you have 300 days, you're on the road, you're wrestling, you're doing appearances. It's so crazy. Stop and like really smell the roses. And it sounds so cliche to say, but it goes by so quick. And like really realize like how special this is. I feel like there's only a handful of people in this world that can do what we do, right? So recognize that. And really relish in it, right? And take those moments and have your WrestleMania moments. And when I say WrestleMania moments, it doesn't have to be on the WrestleMania stage, right? Like we all have one version. Like for me, like main eventing Raw was my WrestleMania moment, right? That was like one of the moments, the most pinnacle moments in my career. And so recognizing that and recognizing the journey and just really being in the moment is so important because it flies by. It really does. And it's a really special place to be.
And Trish, this will be your first WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 22. What are your thoughts and feelings returning in the ring at the biggest stage of them all?
I'm excited. Like as soon as like this gig was a go, I was in my ring. I got a ring set up in Toronto, and I get in there, like I put the kids to bed and I go to the ring, and I'm going to, and I've always said this, I said, if I can't do what I'm best at doing, if I can't deliver 100%, then I'm just not going to do it. Right. So let's just say I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
And Trish, just even on that, like you're balancing both Canada's Got Talent and WrestleMania. Was that difficult for you to agree to this, knowing that it was coming?
It's like mommyhood, balancing being a mom.
No, yeah, definitely. That on top of that.
Yeah, that too.
Whole meeting to be like, family, can we handle this? If mommy's going to go on the road, can we handle? I could ask my son, Max, what do you think about Mom on the Road? You liked it?
Yeah.
He likes it. Well, he understands now that like his mom's a wrestler and like people think it's super cool. So like now that when I used to go on the road I'm doing a speaking engagement in Colorado. That's like, okay, bye. But like, oh, I'll go wrestle and I can watch you on TV and I can tell my friends, like, it's kind of cool, right? So it like makes letting mom go to do this wrestling thing kind of cooler and a little bit easier on the family. But also just, being grateful that I have this opportunity at this point in my career to go back and be at WrestleMania. WrestleMania went Hollywood. I don't even know how many years ago, but we were in LA when WrestleMania went Hollywood. I don't know how many years ago, but so to do it again is very good. And I'm just thankful that I can go still. I'm thankful that I'm able to balance things and have, childcare in place and my family supporting me so that I can pursue this and kind of juggle all these things. But also super grateful that I am juggling. I mean, my family, I have a robust family life. We do things, we have this life that is amazing, but then I'm able to balance it and show that like mommy goes to work and I'm this independent woman that has to go to work. And that's what makes me a better person, what then makes me a better mom. So, to have that opportunity in WWE and also to have this new path of the, CGT judge is, I feel so privileged and I feel it's a really great place to be.
Also, Trish, during the holiday season, you starred in feature film Christmas in Rockwell. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was so much fun. I loved, I've always said, even from wrestling, like I'm a producer of moments, right? When I had that X amount of minutes that I was going to have on that show, I knew that was my opportunity to like carve out my minutes, right? To make them mean something and to produce my moment out there. And I did that every single week after week. And so when I went into movie making, I loved it. Like, I love that I was just making moments, and every time you do a scene, you have an opportunity to make a moment and to, evoke an emotion, which is what we do when you're in the ring. You have a moment to evoke emotion and to touch someone a certain way. And I think, movie making as well, does that. I loved it. And also it was a Christmas movie. Like, how much fun is that? It's like a bucket list for me. I think everyone, right? Everyone loves Christmas movies. That's my understanding. Even if they say they don't.
Yes, of course.
Right. Like, yeah, you are. You watch them. And so to do one was like a little like a bucket list thing, right? Like when I got the opportunity to do it. And it started, I did one during the pandemic had just finished the first pandemic. And as soon as they had greenlit some projects, and we were one of the first projects to get greenlit, it was called Christmas in the Rockies. And I was just a cameo in that. And I was like, oh, this is so fun. I did a little, walk on roll. It was like 2 or 3 days. And I did this little part in the movie. But like, I made some great connections and they really liked what I brought to the set. And so they created this movie. They literally came to me with a lead of my own movie, like months later. I was like, oh my gosh. So, to get that opportunity was fantastic. And it was so much fun. And, Christmas movie, bucket list for sure.
And Trish, before we wrap up here and let you go, how can our listeners and viewers here at Vibe 105 stay up to date with everything you're doing and catch Canada's Got Talent's premiere?
Well, Canada's Got Talent premiere is March the 21st, Tuesday. So you can now watch me on Monday nights, Monday Night Raw, right, on Sportsnet. And then you can also then the next night tune in on Tuesdays and watch me on City TV and watch Canada's Got Talent, and watch your fellow Canadians, bring it on the stage. And then you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all the good stuff, TrishStratus.com. And also just keep listening to Vibe, because I'm on here a lot and we chat, every once in a while we touch base. So yeah, keep it up.
Trish, thanks so much for doing this. We appreciate it. And we'll definitely be watching this. Can't wait to see Canada's Got Talent's premiere and you back in the ring at WrestleMania, showing everybody why you're the GOAT.
Lots of satisfaction. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks, guys.
Vibe Talks exclusively on Vibe 105.